Hey guys! Welcome back to the Sarah Michael Show.
Hope y'all have been doing well. We got some spiced tea for you. What'd you just say?
We're mic'd up, so I'm not used to the wire
today.
that's hanging
Fancy.
over here.
Lapels?
to break the fourth wall, Sarah.
Lapels?
I mean, we talk loud naturally.
Talking loud.
I do.
Anyways, spiced tea. That's what is spicy. The tea, not the bewitched noses. What you got for me today? Any stories?
Oh, I don't. I thought you had a list.
I got a list, but I want to hear what you got going on.
What have I got going on? I feel like I had a story, but I don't.
What'd you do this weekend?
I just read my book.
I
literally didn't. I had to work on Mother's Day though. That was not a fun time for me, but it was fine. It was fine.
I would like
working on Mother's Day though. So
yeah, thank God I'm not a mother. Praise Jesus.
I am.
You're a mother?
Yeah.
To whom?
You.
A daddy.
I'm a mother.
Mommy. Mommy.
These are all weird options.
You can identify as whatever you want nowadays.
Daddy do.
Nobody told me Happy Mother's Day. You want great.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, Michael. Finally.
I told someone Happy Mother's Day and she wasn't a mom. And it was weird. I was like, oh, Happy Mother's Day to you. And she's like, looked at me and I was like, oh, because you have a pet.
Your fur baby.
I forgot she didn't have kids. I was like, okay, moving
I
on.
hope you don't think she was like pregnant.
No. But like
I've done that before.
That's bad.
By accident. I really didn't mean to do it.
I've never done that, thank God.
I was like, oh.
I even had to wait till Michelle was like, and she was big already, but I was like, is it big enough to say, are you pregnant? Because I wouldn't.
Yeah, she's got a beach ball coming out of her stomach.
Yeah, I'm like, are you?
No,
Baby. Anyways, I'm boring. All I've been doing is reading.
All you've been doing is reading.
That's about it.
I've been reading too.
Living in a
You
fake
guys fill up
world.
your gas tanks?
I don't have an electric car, gas, ew.
You have a Tesla and he has a
I bought a dagger. That's exciting. I bought a dagger and a knife, like a thigh sheath, so I can like...
Throwing daggers?
No, one is just like a regular knife, it's really sharp, and then one's like a dagger that's not very sharp, but I can practice with it.
Can you throw them? You know, that's one
If
of the
I knew
few
how to
skills
use
that I
it,
have.
but I don't.
I can
And I
throw
don't
knives.
want to hurt myself.
We might have to do a video with you displaying those skills.
I can do that.
That'd be fun.
I want to learn archery too. Plus the fencing that we're going to do and lightsaber work. Pew, pew.
Oh, I found a whole website that one of my friends on Instagram showed me. That they do like sword fighting, dagger fighting, like all
Every
old
time
school.
she says sword fighting. Giggity.
I was like,
But we can watch a bunch of videos online and shit, and I don't know, I'm excited.
That'd be a great.
I can stab some people.
swordsman.
Lightsaber fencing would be really fun. That actually
I don't want a fence. I want to learn how to sword fight.
I want a real fucking effing sword.
It's literally sword fighting.
No, I want the
fencing
blade.
is the one where they're like,
If you like
with the tiny
stab me,
thing.
I want it to hurt.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
I want to hold a dagger to your neck and have a little bit of blood come out.
I like not being impaled. I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, but like, if it
You're
happens.
missing out.
Yeah, it's just.
You're
you
missing
should
out.
Try it.
You should try it.
Just get stabbed.
We have a lot of problems.
Stab in the
We
face.
know.
Well,
I said
we got
we,
stories to
including
talk
you.
about.
Yes, sorry,
Missy.
getting back on track. Our first story of the day.
That's how you
is-
do news broadcasting.
Oh, everywhere's out of gas.
But we don't really worry about gas because both of us are environmental. Well, I don't drive.
You don't drive, that's why you don't worry about that.
But the car that I do have is environmental friendly. So,
But it still takes gas, right?
I mean, yeah, but it lasts
More
forever.
environmentally friendly because she has Tesla.
Well, he doesn't actually use the car, so he's not doing anything.
That does.
He still gets Uber Eats and stuff. They
But
use gas.
okay. It's not a competition.
Whatever.
You're not green enough.
Oh my
I don't know.
goodness. Do you think that will impact door dashing?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But
That's actually not a bad question.
That is a very good question.
Probably depends how long this
The Ubers, lifting. All those.
But like, I don't actually understand why there's no gas. Like, no one.
The dark side, a Russian terrorist hacking group, infiltrated the colonial pipeline system and took over their mainstream pipeline.
This sounds like a book.
They're holding them ransom until they pay the money.
Wait, really?
Yes.
The pipeline?
Yes.
How do they do that?
The pipeline,
Ransomware.
Like, refusing, yeah. It's
No, but like, how do you do that? Like, a hacking?
You implant
how do
the
you
thing into.
I don't know.
I can't tell y'all.
You literally hack into their system, freeze everything that controls.
But isn't it like a? So I
What
don't
they
get.
did was they planted something that actually changed the entire like mechanism of their software. So any program that they use to like try to halt or correct the flow of the gas is reversed. And so until they're able, and that's where they're sending out lateral lines.
Because
right
I'm
now.
thinking like, I don't know anything about any of this, but I'm thinking like, a gas line.
It's like
And
a
you could just
firestorm.
like fix it if someone messed with it, but I didn't realize that there's like programming and
Yeah,
stuff that
everything's
goes into it.
automated now. So it's like,
water,
Wow.
sewage.
I guess I'm just dumb as
that's
shit.
what's kind of like, that's what's kind of scary.
It's scary.
That is weird, but like, yeah. So, who would say? Oh, Dylan's mom was like, well, "There's no gas anywhere," and obviously we don't have to worry about that. But I was like, "Why? Is this the apocalypse?"
Remember when my Wi-Fi went out and I almost died?
I almost died. Your wife does that once a week.
I know.
Shout out to you, Verse.
Shout out to
Anyways.
Newlink.
New link.
What's the next thing we got? Oh God, you have to say this line.
Are you ready for a hot vax summer? Or are you
Cool.
feeling FODA?
I don't know what that
What's
is.
FODA?
I forgot. You gotta click the links.
Oh, FODA.
Fuck out of.
If you click the story. Thank you.
First
First,
of dead
fear
army.
of dating again.
Fear of dating again. Well, I'm
Huh?
in a relationship, so.
FODA, fear of dating again.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because the hot vac summer. That's what they're saying.
Ooh, so you think they're gonna start like pinning people like against each other as far as like, ooh, he's not vaxxed, so I'm not into him.
I mean,
Jesus
maybe.
fucking
Or
Christ.
maybe people are just desperate at this point. They're just like, I don't care.
Tinder profile,
We're not a
like,
smut
fully
show.
vaccinated, also, I'm a Gemini. Do you think people are gonna start doing that?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't
So
know what
one
kind
of
of
the-
summer I'm going to have.
There's gonna be a whole like subculture of people like, I'm not vaccinated, I'm a rebel. And then we're gonna have
Yeah.
World War III.
I don't think I would even ask somebody that. I mean, I'm not dating right now, so I don't know if
That's
I would.
what Lonnie Love and Adrian Houghton was saying. They were like, people are now asking like for their sexual encounters to like show their vaccine card.
Oh my god.
And then
Okay.
like Lonnie was
They're
like, but
not.
how about your STD card? No, they are.
They're not.
In Chicago, yes.
It's probably happened once or twice.
Well, maybe, but it was enough to make daytime television, so it's enough to talk about.
So, I know you're supposed to like
Everything.
ask people before you hook up, like, oh, do you have an STD? Or
Of
are you
course.
tested?
Have you ever?
I never
Yes.
have ever.
Well, in the gay community, maybe.
I make
I've
sure I
never.
triple check. Oh my god.
I've never asked.
I mean, I have
literally
gotten tested
wanna see their,
myself,
like medical stuff.
but I've never okay, maybe once, but it was more than just a fling, like more than just like a one night stand, like a hookup, and we talked about it. But like my like one night whatevers, I never asked them that,
But so isn't
which
that
I know is
weird?
probably irresponsible of me.
Oh, regardless
But
of
I'm
that,
clean, so
I would think that matters more than a vaccine, especially now. So I mean,
I
maybe
think
Nick is
100%
right.
STDs
That is
are
probably
way
a
more
one or two
important.
situation.
Well, I guess I
but-
don't know. I guess it depends.
If it's a fat girl summer and you're not vaccinated, COVID's really bad against DOBs. Just saying.
DOBs.
Wow. Okay.
I
What
mean,
are
I'm worried about it.
DOBs?
What?
What are DOBs?
DOBs.
What did you just say?
The obese.
The obese.
The obese.
The
Yes.
obese
COVID.
is what he's saying.
Yeah,
Number one
it doesn't
COVID.
help.
Oh, okay.
So, if like I have your sick guy or gal is like, hey, if you're not vaccinated, I'm worried.
Okay. I
Herpes
can see
won't
it.
kill a fat person, but COVID might. This is science. Don't get mad at me.
This is just science. These are just facts. I was
I can talk
like,
about this stuff because
Okay.
I'm fat.
you are not.
Not.
But I'm a bigger gentleman. You're skinny. You guys can't talk about
I was formerly fat.
it. No, you lost it.
You lost it. Get out.
I think I still can. I was formerly fat.
Photographic evidence posted on Facebook, and we might give you reinstated fat card.
They're in the yearbooks. I don't know where those are.
I've
at.
seen your yearbooks.
She can vouch.
You don't even look like the same person.
It was a fat little chunky monkey.
Huge or
Chunky.
Like round?
Round. I look like Nugget.
You I mean,
I can't see our other stories. Speaking of Nugget,
yeah,
I've-
dating.
have you been vaccinated, Nick?
No.
Are you going to?
Me neither.
I have antibodies for now.
That's a no.
I want to get vaccinated. I already told you this. I'm just putting it off because it gives me anxiety.
What?
Just making the appointment and going.
Yeah.
Because I hate needles in general and it freaks me out. And
I had
don't
to wait. And I didn't like waiting.
I'm an adult, but it makes me so anxious having to do all that.
Yeah, it's a lot. I
think he was looking at me like,
yeah, that's a
yeah,
lot.
it's a lot.
It is a lot. I don't want to do it.
But I know I should.
What if I come over and vaccinate you?
No.
What would you be injecting me? I wouldn't trust that. You'd be like, no, it is. And I'd be like, I don't know.
Probably Moderna or Pfizer.
Now you're addicted.
Let me get your trunket, or what is it? Tourniquet.
Tourniquet. Oh, I don't want to think about that.
Tourniquet.
You know, when they tie your arm off in like the movies.
You don't need to do that. Nurses love that vein right there. They're just like, oh, perfect.
Oh, I can't think of it.
Yeah.
She doesn't like the bloody.
You don't see it. Well, the next one is about how Chick-fil-A is planning to limit their sauce, and this is a sensitive area for a lot of us.
Chick-fil-A is limiting their sauces. How and what? Well, okay, I know why.
So the why I don't know, but the what is for 30 count nuggets, you get 3 sauces. For a one meal, you get 2 sauces. For an entree, you get uno sauces.
No. The why. We do know the why. There's a shortage.
What? But why?
Sauce. Well, I don't know because people be using the sauces. I don't know. But
I'm one of those people that on their stupid DoorDash thing, I will admit, like, it gives you up to 5 sauces per, like, thing. So whenever I order, like, 4 chicken biscuits, I'll be like, 5. So I'll get, like, 20 of my Chick-fil-A sauces.
Okay, I'm not like that. But I do like
I'm
my
the
sauce with
problem.
nuggets.
So if anybody wants sauces, come to Michael.
I asked, like, okay, can you buy? Because I was like, okay, I'd be willing to pay extra for more sauce. And he said that no, like, you would have to.
You have to go to the store and buy the
I don't want to do
6-ounce bottles.
Yeah. No, they have the bigger ones too.
12-ounce bottles.
Jugs, gallons.
I don't know, jug.
Jug
I want a
bottles.
jug.
We had the squirt bottle of the Chick-fil-A sauce. That thing lasted.
That is my favorite. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. Polynesian's really good too.
I
that
love
your
the
favorite?
Polynesian
Probably my
sauce.
second favorite. Yeah, too.
Polynesian and...
Polynesian, their buffalo sauce is good too.
Their sweet and spicy sriracha is really good too. It's like Polynesian but with spice.
Erica Austin posted something about like a lime something once, and I never...
Oh.
Was that ever
Oh,
in
the
existence?
lime. Yes,
What-
that is
I never got to try
good.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you get one of the like side salads and
Is
get
it?
that on it with the little crispies, oh,
Because that sounds good, but I want to dip my nuggets in there.
yeah, why not?
It's not an option.
Dip it, dip
Just like
it.
that?
Whatever you want. If you want to do that.
Just drink it.
Yeah, so.
Drink it real good. Dun, 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 dun. Speaking about drinking things real good, I want to skip down to something a little bit weird.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Weird.
We're getting weird.
We're getting super weird.
What do we get?
What's the weirdest thing you've ever done?
Weirdest thing I've ever done?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot.
Can it come back to me? I don't know.
Nope.
Can we
the
come
hot
back
seat.
to me?
Come on, think about it.
Well, there's gonna be a lot of dead air here.
Nope. You just gotta
As
say
far as what? In what context?
just anything. What was the first thing that
that's a
comes to
lot.
mind? What's the weirdest thing I ever did? Oh my god. I think one time, like, I passed out in someone's car.
That's the weirdest thing you've ever
That's the
done?
weirdest thing you've done.
I don't think so.
I can think of 20 other things you've probably done. That's probably
No, but it was for an extended period of time. So it was pretty
so you were
weird.
homeless in somebody else's car. I passed out multiple times. But once a week,
One long period of time, and I don't remember what happened, but I remember waking up in the backseat of the car, and I
Somebody
was
drug you, possibly?
maybe.
Did you get roofied? Or is this like...
That's not like a weird thing. That's like a scary thing.
That's weird. I think that's weird. Normally people don't like.
I think weird is like the noises I make around work, like
yeah, I was
like random screeches and shit. Yeah, like that's weird.
That's weird.
That's what I was. That's weird.
I know.
So the weirdest thing Michael ever did was get roofied inside.
So weird, so crazy.
I think that's pretty crazy. At least, but I remember it. I just remember taking a really long. But I was in the floorboard of a car, like like.
I don't know. That's weird.
That's pretty weird.
I mean, it's not weird in that. It's it's unsettling.
Disturbing. It's unsettling.
I mean,
the
mooning.
You already talked about the
yeah,
mooning.
That's what I'm saying, but that was definitely one of the more weird.
1929.
Yeah.
That's more embarrassing.
That's pretty. Yeah.
I can tell you something funny. He did the worm at Zach and Ashton's wedding, and when I say my back fucking hurt for him.
Oh my god.
He did really good, but after I don't even know, cycle, after the, oh my goodness, my back was hurt.
My back was surprisingly held up pretty well.
I mean, yes, but he was arching, and he...
Wow.
I was getting some height on it, too. There was a little kid there. I think it was Ashton's step brother.
Uh-huh.
He was trying to show me up on the dance floor, so I had to break it
You
out.
said no.
And they wormed out, and Jesus
Shout out to Ben.
Christ. Oh, it just hurt. He's a big dude, like...
Yeah, and if you're wondering, I started from my knees. I did not start
Jesus.
If I would have started from my feet, I would have probably broke something.
Yeah, but still, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's impressive. I'm trying to think about the weirdest thing. I do a lot of weird stuff on a daily basis, so I don't know. But one time, I don't know why this came to my
One time in band camp.
One time, it was right after I got out of that like abusive relationship, or whatever, and I was visiting my parents, and my mom took me on this like winery tour with her friends, right? And that should have been
I'm available for that too.
I should have been like so happy, right? I was drinking, I started crying in front of these old people I didn't even know, and then my mom took me to go see a llama, and she was like, look, Sarah, this is a llama, and then I started, like, I don't know, and I started just like, it was just a mess. I started blabbering to
about
these
the
people.
Llama?
No, about my feelings. I didn't know these people, and then my mom had to take me to the llama, and all I remember is that llama, and he was fuzzy.
Oh, I like llamas.
So I feel like that was a very weird thing.
That is a weird thing.
What happened to the llama?
Yeah,
He was just there. Like, he was just at the winery. Like, he
I
was
want
just
the
a
llama.
He was
llama.
an emotional support llama.
He was at that time for me, yeah.
He put that on his resume after that.
Yeah. I also, oh god, no. Okay, maybe I should stop with this.
Oh, there's more.
No.
There's more.
No, on that same trip, I was a mess. I made out with one of my childhood best friends. We grew up together. Huh?
How old were you?
I was 22, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I was old. No.
I was like,
He was probably, he's younger than me, probably like 19, 20 or whatever. But I made out with this guy who was basically like my brother. Okay, he wasn't, but like we grew up together kind of thing.
Alabama style.
That was so weird.
What is it with you in Alabama? I always think Arkansas when it comes to incest.
Why Arkansas?
Because that's the Texas joke. Everyone
Who's
like,
Arkansas? Like, who even lives in Arkansas?
Exactly.
If you live in Arkansas, let me know.
Real thing.
Incest people?
Oh my god.
No, that's Alabama for sure. I think of Alabama too.
Arkansas.
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 Well, anyway, back to the childhood making out of.
It was just weird. That was a weird
That's
thing.
pretty weird.
Yeah, it was weird. And then I had to tell because we all hung out, like my brother and this kid and a couple of kids, and I had to tell my brother, I was like, yeah, I made out with
my childhood best friend.
Yeah, and he was like, you did what? I was like, don't remind me.
Don't remind me. That's pretty funny, actually. Yours are weird, I guess.
I have a lot of stories, but I should not share them all.
I probably done some weird stuff in college when I was drunk. You probably just did something stupid.
Yeah.
Like end up in the floorboard of a car.
I had a man put my shoe on my foot once in a club.
That's pretty fucking weird.
That was pretty weird. No, and he got down there and he laced up my shoe, and I was like,
What a guy. I wonder where he's at right now.
I don't know.
You need your shoe laced up?
He was actually like a shoe shiner.
Can we have shoe cam real quick?
Well, I actually
Look at
wore
your
heels,
shoes.
so I was like way up here, and my foot was way down there, and I was like,
We'll have to show you pictures of Nick's shoes right now. They're not his monsters.
No, they're not the monster.
it reminds me of Play-Doh.
It does look like Play-Doh.
Yeah,
you
like when you
smushed
mush
them
the
all up.
colors, but they're not brown yet.
They're pretty cool though, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool, I think. Probably the weirdest thing, I once filled up this guy's living room with throw up after drinking something.
Ew.
It was his fault. He made me drink.
Ew.
He wasn't even mad. He's like, yeah, it's my fault. I pushed it too far.
Oh my god, that just brought back.
It was clear water.
In the car?
No.
Oh, in general?
In general, yeah. We're not sharing that stuff.
I throw up a lot.
I don't drink whiskey anymore because it makes me do it.
From alcohol?
Oh, no.
You just throw up.
I just get sick a lot, so... I mean, yeah. That big pink spot in my old room, one night I just woke up in the middle of the night and was just like, ugh!
Oh my
I
god.
throw up a lot.
I do. I like.
I throw
rarely
up all the
ever.
time.
Yeah. Sometimes we get a stomach ache, but I wish I could throw up.
4 or 5 times a week.
I'm pretty sure the last time I threw up was the day we went to Margaritas with Cecilia. Oh, that was god awful.
That's 2 years ago.
I know.
2 years ago.
That's the last time I drank heavily. That should say something about how bad that was.
That's good.
Matt. Whatever his name was.
We're not talking about that, please. His name wasn't even Matt. I don't even know what his name is.
It was Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff Bezos.
My name is Jeff.
Jeff Bezos' new boat. Have you seen it?
No.
It's supposed to be a secret.
It's a boat.
They took it offline.
Is it really that nice?
It's the most expensive
$37
yacht
billion.
ever
Yeah, I'm like, if
built.
you have just money, like, why not get the most expensive boat
But
ever?
it was all glass and it had like 4 black
Glass?
sails. And like it's over the length, I think it was, oh my goodness.
Does it look like a pirate ship? Like a majestic
A
pirate
little
ship?
bit, but it was either 40 football fields or 4 football fields.
That's still a big
It's still
boat.
a big boat.
But it's all glass? I mean,
like
obviously
all,
not.
well,
I don't know how boats work.
and then
I mean, I
we
do.
were finding out about, what's his
Yeah.
name? No. They took down the pictures.
Because it's supposed to
That's
be a
one. That
secret.
one right there.
Oh. That's
4
not
football
glass.
fields.
What is? Are you sure that's it? That doesn't look very big.
It looks kind of fake. Like it was
Secret leaks. Yes, that's the right one. Oh, there it is. That one. Look how pretty it is.
Oh, I can see it better from that angle. Maxim.
Maxim.
all of a sudden Jeff Bezos is just jacked.
Right?
He's definitely on testosterone.
Isn't
Or
that
he has some,
freaking
like,
beautiful?
He has some like secret drug because he's so rich that just makes him jacked.
Like that
immediately.
one movie. I want
SARMs.
that.
Probably SARMs.
SARMs.
SARM's like a
Super
new steroid that like supposedly has 0 side effects, and all the movie stars are taking.
Ew, really?
Is it a pill or a
Yeah.
shot?
You know, like all the Marvel guys that just get yoked as fuck.
Yes.
Supposedly that's what they're on.
I feel like that's too much.
Yeah.
Chris Evans.
He's so basic. I know people love him and think he's so sexy, but I'm not. about it.
He's done too much. To me, he's still from American Pie, and then he is in Fantastic
Not
Four.
American Pie.
What do you know what I'm talking about?
Not another teenage movie.
That one.
Where he has a banana up his ass.
Yeah. He got cream all over his.
Like a Mickey
Bless
Mouse
you.
sneeze.
But I want
I
that
always go
boat.
3 sneezes. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, what is up? What is wrong with people who sneeze multiple times in one setting?
Really?
Like one after the other. Like
I think if you only sneeze once, you're a serial killer.
I only sneeze once.
I have never killed anybody. Thank you very much.
I've never
That we
killed
know of.
anyone either.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I'm an innocent little cinnamon roll.
That reads books about bats killing and having sex with other people.
Squawk!
They're not bats. All right.
Last time I heard it.
Talk about having.
Everybody at work.
What?
What?
What did you just say?
everybody at work talks about how I'm reading raunchy books now after that one
Dead.
day. Because Jamel started telling everybody, I swear.
Well, yeah. You read the fairy porn.
I mean, I'm not really that ashamed, but like, not everybody needs to know. Like, people used to think I was smart because I read. Little did they know that's what I was reading.
Nothing's
like,
wrong with that.
Yeah, you're right.
Smut the whole time.
It's not actual smut, actually. Like, I've read smut, and
not.
it's like, it's different.
That's
just a little
you're
spicy.
the first person that's ever used smut around me. You're the second person now that's used that
I
word.
used first.
Smut.
I used it first.
She's
Right?
used it before.
No, yeah.
I'll take second.
I've never used the word smut.
Really? I've heard it multiple times.
Yeah.
I'm in the smut community, you know.
Are you a smutty man?
No, I've never read smut.
I don't know what smut is. Is it just like...
It's basically
word
just like
for
you're just reading.
Is 50 Shades smut?
I wouldn't count that as, because there's actually a plot. Like, the smut books are basically like, here's a big bad guy, and here's a lady, and they meet, and they just bang the whole, that's it. That's the story. But like the books I read actually have plot and different characters and character development and shit like that, and there's just like sex scenes thrown into it, you know?
It's a...
Y'all didn't see what he just did, but I have to tell you this story. Growing up in Catholic school, when we talked about sex education, we had priests who put Velcro on both hands. And so... they would go, boom, and then on the microphone, this is every time your soul you have sex. And they rip it off. And they said, boom. And they did that, and then all of a sudden, it started going boom, 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 boom. And they were like, see how easy it comes apart now? You have no soul.
Oh my god.
And I'll always remember that.
So, are they really the most qualified to be talking about sex? They've never had it.
Well, that's what we had. We were an abstinence.
But they said that you were basically taking apart your soul every single time.
That Velcro rips, and every time I hear Velcro now, I think about my soul being ripped away.
That is ridiculous.
I know.
That is crazy.
The Catholic Church has now just sent us a check to cut this out of the episode.
Ugh,
I mean, how
thankfully.
big's the
It's
church?
pretty big.
All right.
My
This will be our last show.
I can get
See
the
ya.
boat.
I can get a boat.
We're not getting Jeff Bezos money now.
Well, at least we don't have to
wish.
give back money. I know you don't watch the horsies, but the one who won the Kentucky... Do you know what the Kentucky Derby is?
I know what the Kentucky Derby is.
You wear the
I know
fancy
the
hats.
hats and
Mint
people dress
juleps.
up. It's a really
Can we go one
white.
year?
Right?
What?
It's really white. That's a white. Kentucky Derby is like a white ass sporting event.
It's about the whitest sporting event.
Yeah.
NASCAR, maybe.
It's very...
Yeah.
It's fun. It's like a garden party with horses
I
and
don't think
hats.
I would like the other attendees there.
You don't...
So.
You just look at their hats.
Wait, you say ass or hat?
Both.
For a second, I didn't know you
was
said
like,
ass.
And then you get your horses. But he was a drugged up horse.
Oh yeah, he cheated, right? The winner cheated.
And so they had to get back all the money. But now he's
But
not
how did
wanting
they
to
know
do
he
it.
cheated?
But
Like,
he's
do
about
they
to-
test all the horses?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
just like athletes, I think.
So
Or I
if
assume.
he knew that they were gonna test, why the hell did he even try?
And then what did he think when he was winning? But now he doesn't want to get back the money. And
Did he spend it already? Is that why?
I would have
I mean, I wouldn't
buy
all
that
have been
freaking
there.
boat, not that boat.
I would have
but,
bought something expensive.
But the reason I had that, or wanted to talk about that, the Olympics are supposed to start this year. Do you
In
think they're
Japan.
actually going to happen?
No.
You don't. I don't believe they will either.
Why? I thought they were going to be held in Japan, right? And then no one was allowed to visit. So, like, there would just be no
In their own
tourism.
little.
It'd just be... What is going
But with things get kind of getting crazy, like overseas, India's pretty bad right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
So they may not happen. But supposedly, there's a lot of shit going on in Asia in general, like the South China Sea. That
Yes.
whole thing, like it's getting real tense down there. Russia's sending ships down. China's sending ships. We got ships, so it's like there could be potential like real big conflict, and we're gonna have Olympics in Japan. I don't think so.
Oh, boy.
And then Japan's about to dump 2 million gallons of toxic waste into the Pacific Ocean.
I think I heard
What?
about this.
From
Excuse me.
Fukushima, Yeah. Because back when the tsunami hit Fukushima, like that nuclear reactor couldn't be shut down because it's from the 60s. So that was just washing into the ocean. Yeah. And so that happened a long time ago. But, well, whenever the tsunami was 5-6 years ago. And now they have 2 million gallons of that. They're about to dump in the Pacific.
Why?
Because they got to get rid of it.
But how else are you gonna like? Isn't there a way to get?
You find an island and you dig a big hole and you put it in the hole and then you put concrete on top.
Yeah, but it's 2 million gallons of it.
You find a big island. You dig a big hole.
But don't just dump it into the freaking.
It is deserted.
So like, why do you think that just dumping in the ocean is gonna be?
They have nothing else to do with it.
That's the worst thing to do.
That is literally like
the entire ecosystem.
Oh God.
You know how water cycles work. It evaporates and it rains onto the crops. So
this is stressing me out now.
Bro science lessons.
Bro science. Do you follow Bro Science on Facebook?
No, I just said.
Oh, okay. It's a Facebook group.
Loosely accurate with my science.
You're Bro Science.
That sounds pretty accurate.
No science is what I would.
But I mean, it sounds about accurate.
Bro Science.
I'm stressed now.
About the world?
Yeah, I mean, mostly I can pretend that I don't live in this reality, but like right now I can't.
What do you think about the rocket falling from Earth or orbit?
Rocket?
Yeah, China's rocket.
Do you live in the
I don't. I'm telling you, I've been reading. That's all I've been doing.
It fell in by the Maldives. How do you say the Maldives?
Maldives. Oh God, we all just said it differently.
The Maldive Islands.
I was gonna say Maldives.
I thought it was Maldives.
Oh my God, we all said it differently.
Alexa, how do you say the Maldive Islands? Maldive Islands.
Who cares? But China came out like, yeah, it turns out all along our rocket was fine. Like, they were real passive aggressive about it.
It was stupid. And how can you freaking, like, you really didn't know about this?
No.
There was like, oh my God, there was a real chance that some like individuals would be smashed by rocket debris leaving their like spaceship. Because this is, I think it was the second thruster or something like that. Once it like ejected, it came back in orbit, and it was 70% chance it would hit the ocean. Otherwise, it could hit New York, it could hit LA, it could hit anywhere. And they just didn't plan for it.
Before they narrowed it down to like 10 different cities or.
Could you imagine dying by a smashed Chinese rocket?
Be pretty pissed.
That would be a way to go.
Smashed by a rocket?
Yeah.
That would not be a good way to go.
I mean, it'd be instant. And I mean, you could say like, oh, I got smashed by a rocket.
Who are you going to tell?
Who are you going to tell?
When I come back,
like, at the water cooler.
I won't be up there. But
But it's like, what happened to you?
I'll be at the Gatorade cooler saying yes.
Tuberculosis.
I got smashed by a rocket. What do you got?
Holy shit.
How'd it feel?
Get in here.
Guys, get in here.
I'm letting you know.
St. Peter's like, what happened?
St. Peter.
Oh yeah, check that guy in yesterday. Pretty crazy story.
The Gates of Pearl. Isn't that right?
What?
That one.
I was like, what?
Wow, your Catholic priest would be pissed.
You'd be smashing that Velcro in your face.
Like,
This is your song.
this is what you want.
Oh my God, that still traumatizes me.
He's like, oh yes, I do.
Jesus Christ, no. Jesus Cristo.
Anyways, what's our next story?
Well, speaking of promiscuous.
I thought we were going to tell the biblical references with cicadas.
We could do cicadas.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what a cicada is?
Yes, you asked me this like 10 times earlier.
Well,
I know what a cicada is.
You know,
those little
people in
creepy
Georgia
bugs.
are weird, and they call I'm sorry, that's not the right word. They call water bugs palmetto bugs.
Yeah, I did know that.
And they're
yeah.
I've never heard that.
I have.
Yes, y'all are weird
I've
here.
heard water bugs, cockroaches.
Okay.
Palmetto bugs, I've heard.
Yeah, it's stupid. Sí, wea.
No, la cucaracha.
La cucaracha.
Because women.
Okay, Nick. Be careful.
Good job.
Anyways, cicadas. We're gonna move on.
The cicada, they're locusts.
They're not locusts, they're cicadas.
They're
You just
big
asked me,
freaking
do you know?
locusts.
Yeah, they're the same thing, aren't they? I thought locusts and cicadas were like...
Yes.
Are they?
I
Yes.
thought they were. Again, bro science.
Shit, I'm feeling stupider and stupider today.
They are big locusts.
I think they're the same thing.
All I know is they're the ones that make the noise in the trees.
Cicadas.
Yeah.
But the big ones hide underground for 17
years. I knew
Ooh,
that.
Okay, Google says, no, there are different species of insects. Locusts belong to the same family of insects as grasshoppers. Although large swarms of cicadas can damage young trees as they lay their eggs in branches, larger trees can usually withstand the cicadas. So they're different things. So we were wrong.
Okay, so I wasn't wrong then.
They're still big locusts.
They're about the same thing. I don't care what Google says, we're right.
So 17 years
God.
ago, how old was I?
7.
13.
God, I don't know.
I was 13 years old. I remember the cicadas came out. We were in Bedford, Texas, and my sister Casey had to be carried from the grocery store by her husband across the parking lot because they were everywhere on the floor, and every time you would walk, you would crunch on them.
Oh
That's
my
how
God.
many. You don't understand. I remember this swarm. We had it bad in Texas that year. So, if they come,
But
pack your
what's
bags,
the story
have
about?
your
Like,
emergency bag.
what
Where's your safe zone? Where is your safe cicada zone?
is it supposed to be
I
like?
pray for my mom. She hates bugs.
Oh, I hate bugs too.
You have to just deal with it.
No, but like, what's the story about? Like, why
It
are
was the
people
biggest
freaking out?
swarm in like 400 years or something.
Oh God!
Because the weather was right. And,
Real bad. They said it would be insane.
and the
And
rattlesnakes.
they eat crops up really
Eat
bad.
them.
So it could
The rattlesnakes
cause
are
food shortages, but I don't know if it's true.
We'll just start eating the bugs. I'm just kidding.
No.
I wouldn't do that.
Protein.
I would never eat the
Protein.
bugs.
I
Have
would.
you ever eat the bugs?
I would.
If it was literally my last
If you
option,
had to, you would.
I would not eat
yeah,
the bugs.
I would.
No, I wouldn't.
You could cook them.
Somebody fry them up,
Yeah.
make them
No.
chocolate covered cicadas.
Ooh.
We're out here like,
Jesus.
sounds kinda good. Deep fried cicadas.
Okay, get some sauce.
Yeah.
What's the
little
weirdest
drizzle.
food? I know we talked about this, but have you eaten anything weird lately? Like
Lately, no.
chicken feet?
No.
Whatever.
My grandpa used to eat
Ugh.
pig
right.
snouts
Oh!
and like chicken feet and like all that stuff, and he would always try to get us to eat. So I never did. Like the whole cow heart, like all that kind of weird shit. He would always eat that.
Heart is real tough. It's like, I don't like it.
I just couldn't mentally do it. Like
I've heard
thinking
people
about
eat,
what
like,
it is.
Brain, that's fucking disgusting.
Nope.
Like people like eating monkey. Would y'all eat monkey?
No.
No.
Right? I feel like that's too like close to cannibal.
Yeah, it's really close.
Yeah. So I would never.
I eat chicken, sometimes beef.
Sometimes beef. And when I'm feeling real froggy, some shrimp.
I'm allergic.
Yeah, you can't have shit.
So,
Just do it.
Just do it. Stop being a
and
baby.
today will be my last episode. As my butterfly shrimp
trying
will
shrimp.
take me down.
We're trying shrimp. Oh God.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I've eaten alligator. That was pretty cool.
I've eaten alligator too, and it's good. Oh, I'm not gonna lie.
tastes like
They
chicken.
got it on the stick at like
Alligator on a
different.
stick?
Yes,
We're not
bro,
oh,
it's
God.
good.
Jeez, alligator on a stick.
It's so
I think I've
good.
eaten a chocolate covered ant or something before.
I have, yeah.
I want to
Cricket.
talk that alligator, that man, the dumbass.
The alligator man?
Oh no, we watched this video of this guy who was being chased by an alligator, but like really what it was is he was fishing. He was like in the water, like not in a boat, but he himself, he's in the water, and then he sees was it an alligator or a crocodile? I think it was alligator.
Or was it?
Was it a crocodile? I don't know. One of the two. And he sees it coming along, right? And he goes, "Ooh, go be careful." But yeah, he still stays there.
I see it, yeah.
Yeah. And then he starts backing up, but then the crocodile's like running at him, and he's like, "Whoa now." And but
He's a dumbass.
he's a
Had to be
dumbass.
from Florida.
Oh, and
Probably.
he's backing up, and he stumbles. I'm like, "Oh my God, this
Arkansas.
boy does not know how to survive."
Hell no.
And then
He goes back.
he goes back, and he's like, crocodile's like right here, and he's like, shoot. But then they like charges at him, and he's like, ooh. I'm
He
just
must
like,
have been from Louisiana. He goes, alligator now.
I was
Fish or
like,
bite?
this man is stupid as hell.
Stupid as hell.
Can't even run away right.
Must have been a good fishing hole, though. They must have been biting.
Bye.
Or he was just,
Biting.
Do you fish?
I might use
Nah,
that. I don't
fish
fish.
for compliments. That's about it.
You're beautiful, Nick.
Jesus.
Thank you. I also like being lied to.
Your arms are looking very big today.
Thank you. Appreciate
He
it.
keeps playing with
big.
them while he's...
I'm sore, so I'm trying to like stretch them out.
Gotta do those stretches.
And the little crevice of the elbow, that's kind of like, it's hard to like extend it right now. It's sore, so I'm like,
Oh.
that feels great.
That felt good.
Yeah, there goes my PC.
Oh my goodness, I want to do a spontaneous episode of Shopping with Michael and Sarah.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
be right back.